Welcome back everyone, it's Vaz again with another video from World of Warships Legends. And today we have another solo warrior arena mode video for you. But this time we are in the Okhotnik. This is the tier 4 premium Russian destroyer. So you saw at the beginning of the match that I pulled up the map to highlight where I'm headed so that my teammates know what I'm up to and can possibly lend some support. Unfortunately, they don't clue in or have a clue at all. Hence the title of the video, Solo Warrior. Anyways, we'll get to that soon enough. So in this season of Arena Mode, the 4th season, they've included power-ups. These are the type of power-ups that we saw in the April Fool's base mode. And they decided to incorporate them in Arena Mode to spice things up. I would say most of them don't really affect the gameplay that much, except for the heals. Those heals are basically like having a will to rebuild without having to be anywhere near any of your teammates. And so when you do get into a match that has those heal power-ups, you need to get to them straight away to keep them out of the hands of the enemy team. And so in this match here, we are heading to the closest power-up to us, and we're doing that for 3 reasons. 1, to get it for ourselves. 2, like I previously mentioned, to keep it out of the hands of the enemy team. And 3, because if there's another team going for that same power-up, then this will be where the action is, and we may be able to use that knowledge of their positions to our advantage. And speaking of which, in addition to our instincts, we're also using our twist and track to find our nearest enemy as well. We did see 2 enemy battleships from the pink team and are preparing to encounter their pink destroyer as well. So we do launch a wall of 12 Okhotnik torps at a potentially unsuspecting enemy, since we're not located and we assume that he doesn't have twist and track, which gives us the advantage of surprise. But nothing comes of that, and we decide to double back to our teammates, and we're going to speed up the match here because it's boring to watch all this. And it'll also leave us a lot less time to get worked up and curse profanities, because these bright lights that are our teammates have decided to sail right up the middle of the frickin' map and get themselves focused on by all 3 teams. So even though it is the wrong play, we gotta support our teammates by spotting and screening torps for them so that maybe they'll be able to do a little bit of damage before their inevitable death. Come on guys, use your brains, don't sail right up the middle. At least now we know where that pink destroyer is. He's laid a smoke screen, so we're just gonna go right towards it, see if we can't spot him, and hope that our teammates maybe will get a couple of hits on him there. And we did spot him there for just a brief moment, because he had mistakenly overrun a smoke cloud. But he did slam the brakes and started to reverse back into it, so there was no point in shooting our guns and giving our position away, as our strategy was just to play it a little bit chill to start off there. And that was due to his teammate the Texas pushing forward. And we didn't want that Texas to push forward, because that would improve his position to get a crossfire on our teammates. You can see on the mini-map there, they are getting surrounded by the orange team to the north. So right now they're in big trouble. The nice thing about the Okhotnik is that the torps reload quite fast. So once our area denial torps reach their target, we'll only have to wait a few more seconds for the next salvo to reload. Now unfortunately that Texas did push through and we got detected, so we might as well just open fire on him. Our torps missed, and his guns are pointed the other way anyways, so we don't have to really worry about him. He is continuing to sail in a straight line though, so after we dropped our detectability by ducking behind that island, we conveniently beached ourselves, completely on purpose of course, wink wink, so that we wouldn't overrun him and we'd be able to launch our torps and take him out. That gets us our first kill of the game. Now we can continue along and hopefully work on this Farragut. Now there are a few little tricks I used in this engagement against the Farragut. First off, I know that his guns were pointed the other way. He was trying to farm damage against our battleships. So I could just come to a standstill and just focus on getting my guns off on him. And then once I knew his guns were turning around to focus on us, I was able to pop my smoke and drop my detectability, while my teammates were able to spot him because he was firing his guns off. chunk away at the damage there. These Okhotnik 7-gun salvos are pretty damaging once they reach their target. Now the Farragut does drop his detectability. After that last salvo, he doesn't have much health left. So what we're gonna do is another little trick. We're gonna back up and leave our smoke. Might as well get a couple shots of the Texas while we're at it. Then once we leave our smoke cloud, we're gonna fire our guns, cause ourselves to be detected, hopefully bait the Farragut to firing his guns at us, causing himself to be detected. And the plan works to a charm, and we're able to eliminate the Farragut, and then go right back into our smoke screen and lose our detectability, and continue on our way to the next objective. Now we're gonna speed things up again here, because we're gonna try to circle back to our teammates and help them out. Things don't really go so well for them, and we lost one of them, and the other one's about to go down pretty quick here. There still is one full team left, the orange team, and then there's one ship left on the two other teams. And there went our last teammate, so it's just us. Now what to do in this situation? What to do? We saw that there was someone in the cap, so we might as well go into the cap and contest it. And luckily for us, we have our twist and track, so we're able to follow it. And it does keep swinging around a little bit, so there might be two ships in the cap right now. We're not quite sure. So we're just going to play it a little chill and wait for them to make the first move. And that gives us a little bit of time to pop our commander up on the screen and talk about the build. I'm using double concealment build on Trubetskoy. I feel like one of the main strengths of the Okhotnik is its 12 torp salvos. And because they only go 4.5 kilometers, getting your detectability down as low as possible will allow you to use them more often and more successfully, like we've seen already in this match and like we will see coming up. And because there's no radar or destroyer sonar tier 4, you can get away with this build. And there we go, we got spotted. And it's the enemy kamikaze from the orange team that's still at full strength. And it was only about 1 second difference between when we were spotted and the kamikaze was spotted. That's where that double concealment build pays off. In arena mode, you know that you're going to be going up against another destroyer. And if it's against a Japanese torp boat and their ridiculous concealment, going with a double concealment build really lessens their advantage. Well, we knew those torps were coming, so by beaching ourselves, we were able to avoid them pretty easily. Now it looks like he's headed all the way around the island. Our twist and track is following him pretty closely, actually. Sometimes it can be a little bit laggy. Well, we get turned around here. This Okhotnik's not very maneuverable. I'd like to ask you guys a question. Do you notice a lot more Krakens and Solo Warriors in arena mode? Well, we'll address that very subject in just a couple of minutes after we deal with this kamikaze. Before we even get up to full speed, there he is already. He is right in our grill, so we might as well launch all of our torps at him. And when we get all 4 of our launchers away on him, there's no chance to dodge all 12 of them. And we're able to take him out. That gets us our 3rd kill of the game. And just in case his friendly battleship was backing him up, we pop our smoke to avoid detection. Take a couple of pot shots at him just for fun. And funny enough, he's looking the other way, so he's obviously engaged with one of the other enemies. And we're just gonna sit here and chill. And after that combo leaves the cap, we start capping. And if you take a look at the time remaining in the game and the time remaining to cap, there's only a 1 or 2 second difference. So our thought process here is that we kind of have the advantage. We can sit here and potentially cap the base and wait for the enemies to come to us. And at the same time, we could potentially hope that they're going to be too busy with each other to come and try and flush us out of the base. So again, we're going to speed things up all the way to the end of the match. And that gives us a bit of a moment to address the elephant in the room. I don't know if it's something that's worth talking about, but because of all the Solo Warriors and Krakens that you see in arena mode, it kind of lessens their value a little bit. see a lot of people counting their Krakens and bragging about them a little bit. And I think to myself, well, how many of those did you actually get in standard? Because they're pretty easy to get in arena mode, and because of that, they're not all that impressive anymore. I don't know, that's just my feeling on it. What do you guys think about it? Doesn't really bother me because no one can see your medals anyways. The only time they come up is when people are bragging about them. And I've got to say that even in this game, especially watching it back, it's not all that impressive. It's actually pretty typical of a standard arena mode match. It's still a good game, it's just not super impressive. And the other thing to think about is that all the arena mode games take place at low tiers, which makes Krakens and solo warriors against lesser skilled players even more easy. Oh well, so that's the win for this game. We get the 1.5 multiplier to help us jump up the leaderboard with XP. We ended that game with the solo warrior medal and 3 kills, along with almost 49,000 in damage. And we get a very nice premium ship win bonus too. Well, tell me what you guys thought about this video and what you guys think about the new season of Arena Mode and the marginalization of the Solo Warrior and Kraken medals. And if you did like that video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. And as always, stay healthy and do what makes you happy.